friends, welcome to my channel. This is the Sun Woman, and to those celebrating Thanksgiving, happy, blessed, and safe Thanksgiving to you all, and happy full moon in Gemini to everyone. So this full moon is taking place on November 25th in the signs of Gemini and Sagittarius, and we all know that during the full moon our emotions are heightened. There is definitely a atmosphere for psychic and intuitive energies being very strong. We know also that during the full moon things can come to light. There can be revelations of information that we were either not expecting or were hoping to uncover. So during this full moon in Gemini, you will find usually that through conversations, through some sort of communication, you may be getting information to help you resolve something that you were hoping to resolve. This could be a long-standing situation, and there is a strong sense of spirituality in this full moon because the opposite sign of Gemini is Sagittarius, and that 9th house and 3rd house connection rules the connection between the higher mind and the logical mind that we use on a daily basis. So the connection between our spiritual nature, our spiritual mind, and the daily perception that we receive, the daily messages that we receive. Now, what I've decided to do this month is continue on with the full moon readings, and I also wanted to address the concept of twin flames because this full moon is in Sagittarius and Gemini, Gemini being the sign of the twins. There's a definite connection between the twin connection, and we'll find that that is, can affect all of us in some way depending on where it falls in our charts. Now, just to address twin flames, we talk about twin flames, soulmates, and if you think about it, we're all on some level looking for that other soul that is going to complete us. Now, what exactly is a twin flame? Well, in the different descriptions that I've read and that I've found interesting, the twin flame is really a different and more profound connection in many ways than even a soulmate. Okay, while we can actually have many soulmates in our lives, which can be platonic or romantic, which can be family connections, friend connections, there is really only one twin flame. And this is because the twin flame is understood as generally a physically embodied soul expression, which is the polar opposite, or excuse me, the complementary aspect to our own soul. So the other half of our soul. I've heard it explained by those who are way more spiritually advanced than you or I may be, and who have more depth of knowledge on the subject. I've heard them explain that in a sense, when the source of everything, God force or the universe, or however you want to name the force that has created all of us, when that source was dividing itself into infinite expressions of consciousness, okay, infinite souls, for the purpose of experiencing itself and experiencing life and existence on a physical level, each soul coming to experience that connection was split into two parts of a whole. Okay, so therefore the twin flame can really be understood to be the other half of one's own soul. Now, what I've done, I've posted actually on my blog. If you check out Tumblr, which I've started a new blog on Tumblr, which could be just connections to my own channel or interesting articles that I found that I just want to share. And then I'll also be doing some writing and some poetry as well. I will be posting some more articles on twin flames. Now, what I'd like to just go ahead and do in this reading this month is go through each of the signs and see if we concentrate on the connection of twin flame connections. I want to see what the messages are for each of the individual 12 signs as far as whether we are with our twin flame, whether we are waiting to become connected with our twin flame, whether, again, we are seeking that connection, or whether we are questioning whether we have met that person, or whether there are boundaries or limitations to meeting that person. But know that with the twin flame connection, there are some signs. One of the signs is a really intense acceleration of our evolution, meaning that, meeting that person brings about some tremendous change in our life. So there's intense chemistry, and there's a rapid acceleration of our personal development and their personal development. So some major change in our life is brought about by meeting this person. Their energy spurs us on or inspires us to create deep changes and transformations in our life. There's also a sense of knowing when you meet your twin flame. There's a feeling that you have with them that's unlike any other connection that you've had in this life. You'll feel something unspeakable between your heart and that person's heart. There's also either a sense of peace or chaos. So meeting the twin flame, keep in mind, is really not for the faint of soul or for the faint of heart, because we can have an unbelievable expansion in our lives, or there can be a lot of chaos that takes place because of the tremendous change that we are allowing to take place in our lives, okay? And there, in any way, that connection is going to challenge us to our core. And on a sexual level, if this is, that twin flame connection, that romantic twin flame connection, we may experience very powerful sexual connection with that person that may be unlike any we've ever experienced. There may be the feeling of an outer body experience during the sexual connection, and there may be just a feeling of mergence with that twin soul that is very different than anything else you've experienced, and kind of wipes away time, space, and the sense of, being physically embodied in this world. So there are other connections, there are other clues that will connect us to, give us the sense that we've met our twin soul. Let's just go ahead and go through each of the 12 individual signs and see what the message is this month of November on this full moon in Gemini and Sagittarius, and see what the messages are for finding, keeping, or attracting our twin souls and our twin flame. All right, let's get to the individual readings. Hello, my lovely Pisces. This particular full moon in Gemini is going to be illuminating your 4th house. So your 4th house is the very depths of your chart. The 4th house concerns itself with our home, our family, the people that we live with, our spiritual home. It is related to anything related to our mother's influence on us, our maternal influence, her legacy to us. It is opposite our 10th house, so as opposed to who we are to the outside world, the 4th house is who we are when we are in our own comfort zone, okay? Definitely related to moon, to our solar astrological moon issues or areas that deal with that 4th house. So you may find with the illumination of this particular Gemini full moon that there are challenges related to your home situation, your family situation. There may be challenges as far as if you are in your twin flame partnership already, if you've met someone, there may be the challenge of integrating that person within your family circle. There may be the influence of family members on your relationship. There may be challenges in their perception of this person that you're involved with. So that's where the challenge is going to focus for you. It also has to do with feeling at home with someone. So, when you are not involved in the frenetic activities of life, can you be at home with this person? Okay, there may be a change of residence or a change of where you're living, perhaps even a change of people in your immediate environment, in your home environment, a roommate that may end up being the twin flame that you never realized this person was, okay? So something that has to do with the influence of our home, our family, our feeling at home, the depths of who we are, where we are in our comfort zone is going to be illuminated, and there is going to be a need for balance and for integrating this twin flame energy, or this search for that twin flame in relation to things that are ruled by our fourth house. I'm going to go ahead and pull 4 cards here. I'm using the Tao Oracle deck. I love using this deck because it is the I Ching, and the I Ching is such an ancient form of divination. So there really is, the potential for gaining some very spiritual, deep messages through the Tao Oracle deck and through the I Ching. So this is for my Pisces people, for this Gemini full moon, to see how this is being illuminated in reference to your search for your twin soul, your twin flame, or for nurturing and growth in the partnership that you are already in. All right, again, this reading is for Pisces. Split the deck here. And this is a 4-card reading. Okay. So what I feel, Pisces, is that it's very interesting to me because this card that came up first is the Approach card. And this card talks about being received with warmth, okay? Prosperous conditions, hopefulness, lightening up, an arrival, an advancing, a reception of some sort. So you see the doors of and the stairs and the door and the windows to what I feel like is a home. So interesting that we're talking about illuminating your 4th house. So in some way I feel that you have made your home situation approachable, and that either you have been approached or you have already welcomed in this twin flame energy into your immediate home environment. This may be someone who has already been to your home, or perhaps someone who you already are living with. And I feel that in a symbolic way you have already opened up your life to someone, or you are in the process of opening up your world and your life, your spiritual home, to welcome in this twin flame energy, okay? So if it is a partnership, it may very well be someone who has already, you are already feeling at home with in your life. If it is someone that you are destined to meet, I feel like the home situation is going to be very instrumental in your opening up yourself to this person, and this person feeling at home with you, and you feeling at home spiritually with that person. Now, another card here that talks about nurturance is this card, the corners of the mouth. And this talks about, again, a feeling of well-being and providing for others. So again, I feel that there is provision that you are making. There are provisions that you are making in preparation for this twin flame energy, whether it is someone that you are already involved in or someone who coming into your life. You are creating balance in your life, and you are nourishing yourself in a healthful way. You may have made changes in your own body or your own health regime, or you may be in recovery from some type of health situation, a challenge that you've been experiencing, and now you are feeling more at home within your own body. Okay, you are feeling more of a sense of well-being in your own body. You are providing for yourself and nourishing yourself, and in doing that, you are opening yourself and preparing yourself to nourish this relationship, this connection with someone else, through your mind, your body, and your spirit. So very interesting connection between the opening up and the lightening up and reception into your home life, and the the reception by your own spirit and your own being for this connection, this twin flame connection. I feel that what this is leading to is the ability for you to detach yourself and observe how to now integrate this energy into your life. And this card, contemplation, is coming up. It's very interesting to me that there is a full moon on this card. And so I feel like you are going to be in a state of mind where you are saying to yourself, okay, now that I am in a healing and a healthful position and a healthful sense of being in my life, now how do I integrate this other person into this new sense of well-being that I've created? And you'll be doing that through honoring your own solitude, through detached observation of someone else's life, and surmising in your mind how now to integrate that person's life with yours. Okay, so very much a sense of opening up, lightening up, a healthful mind, a healthful body, a healthful spirit, and now taking the step to observe how to now integrate this other soul's energy into your own new energy that you have created. And I feel like the message to you and the advice to you here is that through discipline, through continuing the discipline that you have already begun, when we decide to change our health routine or our diet or our exercise routine, or start taking vitamins, or make a concerted effort or a decision to change our body and our minds and our spiritual well-being, there takes discipline to do that, through eating right, through thinking in a healthful way, through changing our thought processes so that we are not undermining our own well-being. So there is tremendous spiritual growth in that, and we must find a sense of discipline to do that. Only through discipline of our own lives and our own spirit can we really be holistically, can we really find our holistic health, which means mind, body, and spirit. And in doing that, attract someone into our life who is on that same plane with us, or who we can help to move to that plane in their own lives. Very much with our twin flame, there is the opportunity for lessons to be learned, for teaching, for opportunities for spiritual growth. So I feel that the message here is that it is for you to exert your discipline, to show how disciplined you are in your own life, and through doing that, you will be able to attract the energy that you are looking to attract in your emotional life. Create a strategy. It says it's time to take the bull by the horns. So you'll be coming out of this contemplative state and saying, okay, now how do I actively integrate this other person into my life by mobilizing my energies and creating a strategy to do that, not sitting back and waiting for the situation to just manifest itself, but to now take what you have learned in your contemplative state, in your detached observation, where you were alone in your solitude and increasing your understanding, and now using that knowledge and that wisdom to create a strategy for not only a partnership that you are in, but how to continue your growth so that you are attracting someone in your life who is on the level that you are seeking. Okay, you've created and you've created such changes in your life. It is now for you to attract someone on the same plane of manifestation or the same plane of spiritual growth as you are at this time. Okay, Pisces, so again, talking about being at home within your own body, within your own spiritual growth, advancing yourself so that you can open up your world to someone else in a very attractive and approachful way, okay? And using the knowledge and the wisdom that you've gained in your solitude and in your state of contemplation to now continue on that discipline in your life and exert your energies and your forces to mobilize them and create a strategy for attracting that twin flame energy in your life, or nurturing and strengthening the relationship that you are already in. All right, my Pisces, so this is the message for this full moon in Gemini. I hope that this was a message that resonated with you. Thank you so much for stopping in and taking this time to spend with me on my channel. If you're a new visitor, please, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel so that you will receive my newest uploads to YouTube, to my YouTube channel. If you are interested in a private reading that would allow me to go more in depth with you personally, through your personal information, and to help you either remove the blockages that you may be experiencing in your life to finding or drawing in your twin flame, or to help you remove or see past the obstacles that you're experiencing in your current relationship or with a current or potential partner, I'd be happy to do a reading for you, a love reading, to help you out in that area. Please contact me at my website for that. I'll be happy to schedule a reading for you. Thank you again for tuning in. You are a blessing to me. I appreciate you taking this time to spend with me, Pisces, and I will see you next month for the new moon readings in December. Thank you so much, and be blessed.